They're where the system expects hope to die. But history has always shown something interesting. The places designed to bury the truth often become the very places where the truth survives. And that's exactly why Lukas matters. The possibility that Lukas has survived for this long tells us something incredibly important about his character. Unlike everyone else trapped inside the silo, Lukas isn't just trying to stay alive anymore. He's chasing something far more dangerous. The truth. And in a society built entirely on carefully controlled information, the truth is more threatening than any weapon. Because the moment ordinary people begin asking the right questions, the entire foundation of the silos starts to crack. Fear isn't what keeps this society alive. Ignorance does. That's why Lukas represents such a terrifying possibility for those in power. Not because he can overthrow the system by force, but because a single, undeniable truth can destroy decades of carefully maintained lies. That same conflict between truth and control becomes the emotional heart of Camille's storyline. This is easily one of Camille's strongest episodes of the entire season. For the first time, the writers stop asking whether she's right or wrong. Instead, they ask a far more uncomfortable question. What happens when every available choice is morally unacceptable? Imagine carrying responsibility for thousands of lives. Every decision saves someone. Every decision sacrifices someone else. There is no perfect answer, only consequences. That's the impossible burden Camille is forced to carry. The algorithm keeps producing solutions that appear perfectly rational. Every calculation makes sense. Every prediction is supported by data. But the moment those numbers are translated into real human lives, the entire equation changes. Can deleting painful memories reduce suffering? Perhaps. Can it prevent violence? Possibly. But if people lose their memories of family, their friendships, their dreams, their failures, their love, and everything that shaped who they are they still the same people? Or have they simply become empty shells that are easier to control? That's the terrifying question this episode quietly asks, and it never insults the audience by offering an easy answer. Instead, it trusts viewers to wrestle with the dilemma themselves. That's what separates great science fiction from ordinary entertainment. The best sci-fi has never really been about futuristic technology. It's about using fictional worlds to expose uncomfortable truths about our own. This episode isn't really asking whether memories should be erased. It's asking something much deeper. If safety requires sacrificing identity, is that safety worth protecting at all? By the final act, it's obvious that every major character is heading toward the same inevitable collision. Lukas is searching for the truth. Camille is questioning the system she's helped maintain. The algorithm continues pushing humanity toward cold mathematical solutions, and the people inside the silo are slowly reaching the point where fear is no longer enough to keep them obedient. Because once people start choosing truth over comfort, no system can remain stable forever. And that's exactly why this episode feels less like the middle of a season, and more like the beginning of the silo's inevitable collapse.